Hi everyone, I'm Sam. It's Space and Daily Games. Today is April 16th, 2026. It is Thursday, and we're going to start with Wordle number 1762. Pick a starting letter to inspire my starting word. Okay, G. Alright, G. G. It's a good day for a G. Let's scroll down to the G words that only haven't been used before. One of those. So we've got a gaff. Ooh, that's a good one. But double F's. I don't know how I feel about that. Gazer, I guess like stargazer, but I don't know if that's really gonna be just girly giver. The other day I was saying it would be good to get the Y, but we just recently had the Y, so I don't know if I want to do that. I don't really grope all that much. I'm torn between grope or maybe gulch. Grope has like more common letters, but gulch has some really unique letters as well. Okay, I'm gonna try grope. Let's see if we can grope our way to the answer. Okay, so there's nothing there at all. Okay, so it's now a free pass for me to choose whatever I want. Okay. I don't know why, but I'm going to proclaim that's what I saw. Okay, that's not too bad. C in the right spot, I in the right spot, something else. It could be cubic, possible. Anything with a Y as well? CY, cynic. Oh, could be cynic even, right? Okay, interesting. Ooh, okay, so I see a couple of, okay. And then what else could it be? Civic as well. Okay. So tricky one there. Okay, let's try to test for another C. Okay, what should I do? Or we can try for the other letters and then that should tell me. So I can try for the T, another I here, maybe the U, the N for the, so I could do it unbit instead of, it's not a word, okay. Okay, cynic. Bunting? Bunts? Oh, it's cubic. Okay, not cubic. Okay, so I was right to test that T there. Okay. Awesome. That's all the letters we need. We got it. All five. Okay, got it a 4. Decent. Considering the first guess was a big load of nothing. Okay, let's check. Calcul. Today's answer is cubit. Started with grope, which is big fat nothing. 494. Then claim was a really good second guess, I feel like. Yeah. Narrows it down considerably. Yep, it's just 4. So those are the ones that I saw: civic, cubic, cubit, and cynic. So those 4. Then I went, and I think, yeah, bunts really a good eval just to get it out of the way and right, get one more answer left. Just showed all the letters that I needed. So really good. I think cubit is brand new. I don't think it's been used before. It's brand new, but cubic was early this year, just a couple, like 3 months ago, but I forgot that we'd done it so recently. What about cynic? Sorry, cynic. I was trying to do, okay, so they could have reused that. They could have. And the other one was what's the other one that I was last guess. Civic, that's the one. I'm pretty sure that one's supposed to be done before, just as Civil and Civic. Civic is 2021. Civil was last year, but at this point they could have used either of those. So okay, so there was a good eval, lucky guess on the second one, good eval on the third one to get me the answer. So just a very systematic way of getting to the solution. Getting it in 4 is a respectable play there. All right, let's move on to connections. We are playing 1040, is it? Yes, 1040. Today's 16 words, we've got cool whip, mask ride, needle, camp, fan, wheels, auto, bodysuit, heat, roast, day, claws, bra, and rib. Okay. Bodysuit, mask, whip, and claws makes me think of Catwoman. It could be a blue, like a trivia sort of category, might be. Okay. But let's hold off for a second though. Bra. Okay, is bra something that maybe is part of a word perhaps? But like Brazil? What? Or brand or something. Start something. Camp. Roast pig. Pork roast. Pork rib, maybe. Roast and rib, kind of see that, but wheels could be what? Hot Wheels? Um, needle point. Ride or die. Um, um, what else? What else? Cool as a cucumber. Too cool for school. Uh, Too cool to fan. I could see those being similar, but I don't. So let's see how the others fit per se. Cool Fever, which is a brand. Chill. Needlepoint. Camp. Camper van. Campfire. Is that a thing? Campfire. Marshmallow. What brings just going for all kinds of funny things. Daybreak. Camp counselor. Camp volunteer. Needles have eyes. Bras have clasps. Sometimes have bows, lace, straps. Things are straps. Needle made of metal. It's got an eye in the middle. Okay. Oh, wait, okay, so auto, ride, and wheels, they all mean like what you would call your car, right? But then what would the fourth one be? Do people call their cars their needle? Is that a thing people say? I don't know, but let's do the Catwoman one first, see if I'm right about that. Okay. Guess I was right. That is picture the Catwoman costume, that's blue, okay? So your auto, your wheels, your ride. Oh, heat could be maybe your car, or maybe it could be a needle. Is that what they mean by your car, your ride? Um, it's possible. It's possible. I'm not too sure. Fan. I'm a fan. There's a brand called or a website called Fandango, Fanatic, roast chicken, roast pork, campfire, fanfare. Needle point. Okay, to roast, to rib. That's also like to sort of to kind of to mock someone, kind of right, like to poke fun at that kind of. Needle could be part of that, maybe. Then what would they? Even if needle, roast, and rib for them, then maybe. I'm not sure. Okay, let's try heat for the car, maybe. It's not. Oh, and it's not even one away. Okay, so I guess that was incorrect. Might not be that. Okay. Okay, might not be then. Could be a red herring. It's not even a one away. Okay. I guess I could be wrong about that. Meals. Meal on wheels. No. Okay, wait. To roast, to rib, to ride. Or maybe to heat. I don't know. Or to needle, maybe. Okay, tease. All right, that's it. Tease. Okay. So yeah, so the auto the wheels one was it seems a red herring, I suppose, unless there are two others that would go in there, but I don't know just yet. Okay, Autobot, fan site fandom, uh, heat tech, cool down, heat up, daybreak, daylight, automobile, automate, fan creation. Oh boy, camp. What's camp? Camp David, I don't. trying to see it here, but it's struggling. How much time do we have left? Ooh, 20 minutes. Okay, it's still quite a long time. I just don't want to take up too much of it just on these. I feel like I've got to make a move somewhere, but I'm kind of stumped. We got a couple of temperature things, but could these be like settings or something? Auto, cool, heat, fan, some kind of like temperature settings, maybe on a thermostat or like an AC settings. I don't know. Could be. Oh, thermostat settings. Okay, so I was right the first time. It's thermostat. Just hard because I don't have a thermostat. We don't have them in Malaysia. We've got AC, but I think that's it. We don't really do thermostats. Not really. Not in the common home. But this one, okay. Day camp brand wheels. Okay, this one has. This is the purple. Now the thing is that what is it gonna be? Things with uh uh. I was gonna say rubber, but that's not right. Phrase perhaps. Bandcamp. Band. No. Zebra. No. Bralette, no. Hot Wheels, hot. Okay, I don't know. All right, I gotta give up. I don't know. What is this? Oh, training, right? That phrase, yes. All right, okay. Let's go through the other categories first. Okay, so the blue one features of a Catwoman costume. That one was pretty easy. I can see why it's trivia and why it's blue, but it was just very easy for me. So yes, the bodysuit, the tight black suit, that Catwoman tends to wear. I think it's because she's meant to be like I don't know, like the embodiment of like a sleek cat, right? Like that kind of look. Okay, and then claws, of course, because she's Catwoman, and she's got the black mask that covers, to protect her identity, and then she's got the whip. I don't remember why she needed. I mean, of course, she uses the whip as a weapon, but I don't see how that has to do with cats. But I guess it's to tie in the whole like almost like dominatrix kind of look. So that's why she's got a whip and the bodysuit. Tees, rib and roast were the easy ones to spot right. It took a little while because I was distracted by that car retiring. Just really, I feel the car retiring was pretty good in my opinion. On another day, could have easily been one of the answers. I feel like one of the groups, but I didn't know. And rib, I also know as teasing, but needle, I didn't know. I thought needle was like kind of like to annoy someone, not necessarily to tease, but let's look at the verb here. Okay, to sword, pierce, of course, to tease, torment, to incite to action by repeated jibes. That's what I was thinking. Something like to sort of like you're kind of like annoying. You're annoying someone in a way. I mean, inciting someone, I guess. But yeah, tease, torment. That's also what it means. The needle. Thermostat settings. So I guess you've got auto. Cool, fan, and heat. I didn't know these, but now that when I looked at it, I was like, okay, it looks like something that you can control on a kind of AC style type of something that controls temperatures and wind speed or that kind of thing. So that's what I was going for thinking about that. But I didn't know the thermostats had fans as well, so that's interesting. And the last one, of course, really good one. I really did not see that also. This is an amazing category. I didn't see it. I think I mean I know all these phrases, but just not come to my mind. But I think that this is going to be seen by majority of the US folks, so I don't think it's going to be too hard in terms of the rating of difficulty. But yeah, so training bra, I believe that's usually just what they call as like the initial young girls bra before they really develop, right? And then training camp, I guess just any kind of camp where you go to learn stuff. Or I don't know if it's typically associated with the army or just any kind of training, maybe, but it could be army related. Training day. I think there was a movie called Training Day, right? Is there not Training Day? Yeah, there was a film. I don't I don't know in general what the phrase means, training day. Okay, let's do a disambiguation because I don't really know. Training day, okay. I guess it just is like it can just in general refer to any kind of workplace orientation, kind of a training day for you to learn about stuff, maybe, I guess, but we don't really use that phrase all too much. But I have heard of like the movie Training Day. So in a sense I should have gotten this, but I think maybe Training Day was the one that made it hard for me. Possibly that made it really hard for me. Training wheels, yep, those are the starter wheels, the additional wheels that you add to a tricycle, bicycle, whatever, to sort of help you get the hang of riding or learning, right? Or it can also mean in a like a metaphorical sense of like not really legitimate wheels, but the kind of like helping hand before you really get used to it and get accustomed and adapted to something you're learning for the first time, something new. All right, okay, so I did make one mistake there, but finally I did let go of the car red herring. So in a way, it's good that I think I tried it early so that I could move on and start trying to fit like a fourth thing into it. Like I was like, okay, maybe heat also means a car, like a vehicle, but I wasn't sure. I was like, okay, let's try that. Maybe there could be something to it that I'm not familiar with, like the perhaps the vocabulary, the slang in America, perhaps. I was thinking of something like that. Okay. Well, that was a decent connections. I think for US it's probably not going to be too high. Maybe a 2 out of 5 for the US folks. Perhaps for the international folks, I might think a 3 out of 5, just because of certain things that we might not really think of, especially in a country like mine with no thermostat. We've all got this. But yeah. Okay, let's move on to today's bonus game. I'm playing this game called Septle. It's basically Wordle with a 7-letter word, and you've got 8 tries. The clues green, yellow, gray are the same as Wordle, so we're gonna try that 7-letter word. Pretty long word. I don't really know what certain word to choose. So let me just think of the first 7-letter that comes to mind. Okay, I can only think of perfect that comes to mind. Right, let's see. Is this a perfect answer? Am I gonna get my first one guess off, but in Septle? That would be amazing. It's not, but we've got 3 letters, and I think that's not too bad. Okay, so we know that there's only one E, but it's neither in the second nor the 5th spot, so somewhere else. Could be at the end, I'm thinking. Somewhere in the middle, someplace in the middle and at the end, I'm thinking. So maybe, what about, can't be intrepid, P, okay. What about, it can't be stretch either, there's no C, and the C wouldn't be there anyway. Alright. Streaky, like streaky bacon. Not that, but okay. So we place the E. It's in the middle. Is that what I suspected? Although I did think briefly that it could have been at the end. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Right, the R couldn't be there. Dang it! I wasted a guess on that bloody R. Okay. Maybe it ends in R or Okay. Ordeal or Okay. What about if T maybe? A vowel or perhaps consonant. Something R. No, TW or THI, thievery, thiefed. No, that just sounds weird. Thieved. I don't think that's there's only one E. What something? H. GL. Like Some of the words is really quite tough. Trying to see a good word to put in that fits the criteria, but I'm struggling to see a good one. Obviously it's not builder, but I'm just gonna press something because I can't really see it. Okay. R is not where it is, but there is an I, so that is something. So that I is not gonna be before the E. Maybe it comes after. Inter rim. Oh wow, that was it. I was just going for it because I couldn't really think of. I was thinking like, as I said, I was thinking of intrepid earlier, but I know that couldn't be because there's no P, and now it shows there's no D. But I was like, okay, if I can't think of it, maybe I'll just try to put the I at the front again. And I was like, okay, interim. That was quite lucky. Interesting. What if capital, but there's 7 letters? I wonder what would happen if I did that. Right? Okay, let's just try it. Would it do it? Would it give me a 7-letter word to try? I'm so curious. I don't think they will, right? Answer is inter. No, they would just do inter. Okay, they won't show me that kind of thing. All right, that's fine. But I still think who I don't know how many words there could possibly be. But I think I was got quite lucky there. Took me a while to see because yeah, I mean, as you know, the longer the word is, the tougher it is to think of what to put in, right? To even guess and to fit the criteria. It's harder to visualize it as opposed to a 4 or 5 letter word, right? So that's a tricky one. Septle is not easy. Definitely requires more thinking, more creativity, but and of course I don't like to waste spots, but I was just sometimes I'm just kind of like at a loss. I can't really think of anything, so just go for it. But yeah, I got quite lucky with Septle. I will leave a link to Septle in the description for you to try it out yourself if you would like to. Okay, let's look at comments from yesterday's video. Looking at the time, we still have 10.5 minutes. Okay, we should be good. As long as I don't ramble on for too long, but you know I probably will. Okay, so this reads, you did slant, diner, enemy, and gun. Okay, decent 4. Congratulations. What a shame your third guess wasn't all greens. Oh, that's a good joke. I didn't think of that one. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, I was rooting for you there with guess one revealing NNG, which is a nice one obtained early, especially when not in blank ing form. Agreed. Despite Wordle having begun reusing past answers, I shall now begin to try remembering that began is still on the table. Wow, that's a lot to remember. Okay, so begun, done, begin, also done, began, still there, still up for grabs. Oh gosh. Unlike yesterday, not much thought process required for this one. My second guess narrowed down to 5 possibilities, so I simply went for my first instinct, which is awesome. But you guaranteed to single out everything apart from Envoy and Joy. Surely they wouldn't reason answer from April 2026. That would be a bit mangy, wouldn't it? Yeah, surely they would. Surely. Oh boy. Okay, let's look at Edward's comment. Tread, Scion, Lumen, and Begun. Ooh, Lumen is still a Lumen and Hymen are both really interesting and good. Interesting words, I would say. I don't know if they would use that ever, but it could be on the answers. I don't know. He said, with only 3 words remaining, I can do no worse than the 4 regardless of what I chose, but the bot using bot logic rates Begun at 99, Lumen at 90, and Hymen 97. Are you kidding me? Okay, weird scoring. But yeah, I mean, you were down to really just a few ones left, and apparently, yeah, wow, okay. It's just, okay, well, it rates it. But I forgot, rates it on a skill rating or a luck rating? I actually have no idea. Okay, but I'm sure you'll tell me. But I agree with whatever you said, because I'm not braining anything. Pleasures difficulty 1 out of 5. Let the excuses begin. I got less than 4 hours of rest and sleep. Oh no, causing my brain dysfunction. That is actually a very fair. I don't want to say an excuse. That's a good explanation for what's going on. I couldn't understand the purple even after seeing the answer. I also thought the chess piece explanation was a bit weak until when I went to play online. Ah, so you also play online chess. I always felt that I'm not smart enough to get chess. I tried playing it as a child, but I never really picked it up well. Ended up shifting more to Scrabble, which I did fairly well at. But yes, chess, not me. I'm not good at foreseeing like several moves ahead or strategies. I'm not good at that. But Scrabble wise, I'm okay. I'm not great, but I'm okay. There, the king and queen are both represented by crowns and the bishop by a mitre. Ah, okay. True, right. Online chess, that kind of makes sense, right? Because they're just pictures of crowns, because they're not going to put the whole like 3D thing on there. Not usually. You say, I play online every day and have played a game of physical chess for 30 years. Not the physical, no. Okay, yet I did not picture anything but 3-dimensional pieces. Fascinating how our brain works, isn't it? How much it's ingrained into us, the 3D real life pieces, right? Fascinating. For the blue connection, trial and trite both start with try. Need I say more? Yep, grab the wrong word. Okay, I can still get a fake reverse rainbow, but I mixed up yellow and green. Back to bed even though taxes are due today. Oh my gosh, don't remind me. We also have taxes. I don't think ours is due today. I think ours is due end of April, so I still have time, but not much time left. So I should get going. Maybe I should do it this weekend, but I'm so lazy. I hate doing it, but I should. You said, "Am I the asshole?" Yay, 3 out of 3. So you got it. You matched. You vibed with everybody else in the Reddit forum. Okay, but the reason I said he was an a-hole just for twice using as well instead of as well. Ha! Petty reason, but I support you as an editor. I support you. I noticed it as well, and I was thinking, is that how they copied it into the website for the game, or is that really how he wrote it? But apparently, yes. No one. Oh, that's annoying because it looks like noon, like somebody's last name noon. But I know what you mean. No one thinks that is one word. Okay. I read enough fanfiction to see this, and it haunts me really. But good on you for making that joke. Okay, S23435 says the chess subject would make more sense if it were online and 3D chess symbols. True. So maybe if they had said like representations of online chess, but I guess why not didn't want to go into that specifics. Maybe oversimplicity was just wrong. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one who thought that. That was weird, right? But okay, I'm not like the best at English vocabulary and knowing sometimes all the words and what they really mean and all the different meanings they cover. So I just thought I was missing something clearly obvious there. But so I guess I was kind of right in that. Okay, you said if you're vegetarian, your baseline, your asshole was already at 40%. Whereas 90% if you're vegan. I am not going to comment anything on that. It's been a hot minute since I've commented. Indeed, Miss Tabby here. So figured I'd come in with a hot take. Oh, that is a scalding take. Feel free to discuss amongst yourselves if you agree or not. I will save my takes because I mean I'm a meat eater, so I feel like I'm already biased in any way. So I'm not gonna add more bias to it. So fair enough. I'm gonna leave it at that. But yeah. Okay, am I the also guesser 179? 1 out of 3. Okay, with the first one, I should have gotten my gut that Reddit would be too anti-vegetarian. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it is fair. I would say that's the thing I'm thinking of is that I do feel like in general people are a little bit sometimes too anti-vegetarian. I can kind of see why some people would be that way, but it's just like sometimes it's just a bit like the both sides are a little bit like y'all are doing just a bit too much. That's like this from both sides. But again, I'm an omnivore who very much loves meat, so my my opinion might be kind of like biased or anything, but yeah. So I meant for my opinion. Third one, I meant to click not the SL, but I misclicked. But though I was gonna click it just to be honest, with it. Yeah, exactly. I feel like the last one, looking back at the original thing, I was thinking like maybe I can't remember whether how close they were to this girl. I mean, I know that they know her to some extent, like an acquaintance, but maybe I mean honestly, since seeing as that she doesn't really have like much, I guess, friends because of the lack of social norms and things like that. Even though this activity they were not going to invite her because they have like no space or like they want to be like hang out with their close friends, which I can understand very valid. You want to hang out with your close friends, not just your acquaintances. Maybe in the future they could have just invited her for a different thing that's just like like acquaintances are fine to join just to see if she can vibe with the group, and who knows, maybe she could become a close friend. I mean, I don't know, I don't even know what they decided to do in the end, but that's what I'm thinking would be a cool compromise for like this event. It's not gonna happen, but no, let her know, but nicely, because I mean, come on, understand how she could have reached that conclusion. You know what I mean? And don't take it as her as something personal. She's doing it just to insert herself unnecessarily because she doesn't know that. You know what I mean? So benefit of the doubt to her, I would say. But yeah, all right. I will leave a link to Septle in the description. Let me know how you did, and let me know how you did for Wordle and connections. Thanks so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.